I'm fantastic. Thanks, Mel.
Woohoo! This is so exciting.
Yeah, everybody tell us tell us what you do and where you're from in the chat as you guys are coming in. We've got Laverna just popped in there. Jody. So I could tell Jody's from Australia because she's saying good morning.
That's right.
And it's good evening where I am. I'm in New Jersey, everyone, in the States. Hey, Joan, how are you? California in the house. So yeah, tell us. Let's do some networking.
And I'm here in Australia, everyone. So a big shout out from down under. Have we got any other Australians in there in the chat? And let me do some shout outs. Hello, Laverna, Jody, April, Joan, Laurel, Jamie. I'd love to know which company you're all from too. And tell us which country you're in right now. Belinda, Joan, Party Light. Of course, we've got Party Light. Jamie's on Judy's team. Welcome. Oh my goodness, Lynn, we've got someone here for their first webinar ever. So I'd better remember to give them instructions on how to use everything too.
I know, we're so used to doing this now.
We are. So Lynn, I'm going to let you do a little bit more of an intro and I'll keep saying hello to everyone in the chat roll as we go.
All right, sounds good. Mel, are you gonna pop me up on the screen?
I think you already are, Lynn. Let me see.
Okay, good.
Hold on, I can double check because I've got a attendee screen. Yeah, you're up there, Lynn. We're already seeing you.
Okay. Mel's running the webinar, so I'm just kind of hanging out here. So thank you, everyone, and I'm so appreciative to have Mel as our guest speaker. Mel and I actually, I'm trying to think how long. It's been about 1.5 years, actually, since we first collaborated on our very first webinar.
Yeah,
and I know that because it's the night my granddaughter was born.
Of course, yes, Vivi's birthday.
Vivi's birthday. I wasn't able to be on the webinar because my daughter was giving birth. So I am just so appreciative of for Mel and for the service that she gives to direct sellers. She gives. So thank you. And just a little backstory. This is actually a brand new webinar for Mel. For those of you who are maybe joining first time and maybe saw it on Facebook. So I'm Lynn Bardowski. I'm founder at $1 Million Party Girl. I've actually been in direct sales for 26 years. Built a multi-million-dollar party life business. I do what I teach. Still in it to win it. Still doing it. And testing out a lot of strategies myself. And if they work, I share them with you. So I actually got to attend a training that Mel did. Was it last month, about 6 weeks ago, I'm thinking?
Yeah, it's only just over a month ago now, Lynn.
A little bit over a month ago. You know, Mel is the queen of never, ever, ever, ever running out of bookings. And we so need that in direct sales. And so I'm like, I'm going to go see her speak. She came to the US. So, of course, I had to go and hear what she had to say. And I took pages of notes that day. Just, you know, you never can stop learning. I mean, there's always new things to learn. But at the end of the session, Mel had a little blurb in there about creating a system for follow-up. And I pulled her aside and I said, Mel.
Yes, she did.
You need to train on this because this is really, I feel like a huge opportunity for us in direct sales because so many times, you know, especially if you're a work-at-home mom, you've got kids, you've got all these balls in the air. Even if you're not a work-at-home mom, we're women, we're juggling it, right? And, you know, things fall through the cracks, and that means your money is falling through the cracks. And so this is just, I think, a great topic for us. So thank you so much, Mel, for creating this webinar for me because I asked you, again, I know how much work is involved in creating content. So thank you.
You're loving it. This is all for you, Lynn. I've even dressed in pink and purple. Can you see my purple sparkles? And that's just, I know they're your favorite colors. So it's all for you today, Lynn.
You're so sweet. I know. I told you, I'm like, where's my pink? I don't have my pink on. Usually I do. So I am going to be giving away, just as a thank you to everybody that's tuning in tonight, a copy of my best-selling book, Success Secrets of a $1 Million Party Girl. We'll do a random drawing based on everybody that registered for this. Even if you're watching on the replay, I promise as long as you're registered, you'll be in it too. And so check, I'll let Mel know later tonight who the winner is. And so check our Facebook page. You can find me at milliondollarpartygirl.com. And of course, Mel at partyplan123. Just search Facebook, will come up, and we'll post the winner. So somebody will win a signed copy. Even if you're in Australia, I will mail it to you. There you go. All right, so take it away, Mel.
Awesome. We're going to have very much fun today. Hello and welcome to all the Visionistas. It's great to see you there. Thank you, Lynn, for inviting me to come back and help you all out again. You know that my passion is all about helping each and every one of you as direct sellers to learn how to never ever run out of bookings again, so that you can truly achieve the lifestyle that you are really, really dreaming of. And that's for you and your whole family as well, because if we can master this party plan thing together, then this has the ability to recreate your whole lifestyle and to help you to find that your dreams and your hopes for your party plan business can turn into a reality. And I just love, love, love working with Lynn. Isn't she one of our favorite women in the whole wide world? The $1 Million Party Girl, Lynn Bardowski. It is my absolute pleasure to be here. So today, let me just quickly tell you all about how to use this webinar screen, because we have got some brand new people in here for their first time ever on the webinar. So throughout the presentation, you're going to be seeing either our webcams up on the screen, or I've got some slides that we'll be showing as well. I have a fantastic workbook for you to download. Let me just open up that tab in our offer box right now. On your screens, you have, if you're on a computer, on the right-hand side, you've got columns there that have our offer tab and our chat role. If you're on a mobile phone or a tablet, you might find that that's underneath the screen. And right now we've got a bright pink button that says webinar workbook. Click below, and I will also type that workbook link into our chat role so that you can click on this link and that will open it up. It's going to open up a separate screen, and you are not going to lose it. So anytime that you click on one of our offer buttons in the right hand side, I've just got to find this workbook link for you here. Here we go. Anytime you click on one of those links, you'll keep us here and it will open up a separate window. So don't be afraid of losing us. We're going to stay right here and help you all the way. Now, can you see the chat roll? I love to hear from each and every one of you as we go. Lynn, I know that you are going to keep typing to everyone like you're doing right now. We love to see that. So please do let us know what you're loving from the webinar. But more importantly, that is for you to ask us your questions as we go through this training, because what is today all about? It is all about helping you to create systems to success as a direct seller that save you time, so you can get more done in less time and never ever run out of bookings again. Does that sound good? One last thing, here's how to share. Let's share this event out with everyone. Lynn, do you want to just give people instructions on how to share it out using the little tab icons at the bottom? And I'll put a share link on the screen as well.
Yeah, you guys should be seeing your social sharing icons on the bottom of the webinar page, and you should be able to click those to share it out, or you can just copy paste the link at the top of your browser and pop that in your group page or on a Facebook, your Facebook page, wherever you guys want to share it.
Awesome. Okay, it's time for me to flick on over into our slide presentation for today. Lynn, just whenever you want to, you can pop back up on the microphone and talk to us, and let's have fun. Here we go. It is systems to create success as a direct seller. Welcome. It is fantastic to have each and every one of you here today. We want to help you to save time as a direct seller and to learn how to never ever run out of bookings again. I am your guest trainer for today. I'm Melanie Parker, and I'm the founder of Party Plan 123. A big warm welcome to all the Visionistas. Okay, so we have got so much here for you today. Let me just get these slides to move along. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, who am I? Who is this Melanie Parker lady? She's got a strange Australian accent. Who is she and why should we listen to her? So I'm here to help you as a party plan consultant to never ever run out of bookings again. That is my absolute passion. So for me, I've been in the party plan industry just like you, in the trenches, out there doing parties. And for me, when I first started, I found it a bit of a struggle to, first of all, get the bookings. And then once the bookings started to come in, the next biggest challenge was learning how to deal with those crazy cancellations. And so today, really, this is all about helping you to get results faster than what I did. Because for me, doing training sessions like this was one of the quickest, fastest, and easiest ways for me to learn the tools that were necessary to truly make it in the party plan world. So for me, I come from a background where really I was consistently doing a little bit crazy at times, but on average, 5 to 6 parties per week. And that went on for about 6 years in a row. So if you've got a calculator, you can do the math. And that means that I've tried and tested these tips out for you about 1,300 times. So you are in the right place today. Now, I want to ask you a question. I'm watching the chat roll right now. As soon as you hear me say anything that you can relate to, as soon as you hear me say anything that you have experienced, can you please type into the chat roll right now and let us know and say, that is me, me. So here's my questions. You are in the right place if you can't get enough bookings right now. So if that's you, type into the chat roll and let us know. Me. You are in the right place if you can't find enough time to juggle your family, your work, and your parties. What about hostesses that keep canceling their party bookings? Is anyone going through that right now? Yes, I can see. Thanks, Cheryl, Laverna, Jody. Yep, keep them coming in. Let me know that you're in the right place. If you keep procrastinating because you lack motivation and you don't know what to do, then this is for you. Or if you have no idea how to follow up with your customers to get more bookings without being salesy, then this is definitely for you. Because you know what? I've been there. I have been through exactly the same challenges with you. And Lynn, I'm pretty sure you would have been through each and every one of those challenges as well. You know what my group at Party Plan 123 loves about the training that Lynn does? Is she's so practical and she shares everything that she has gone through herself in order to help you. And that's what this is all about today. We want to help you to find the solution to never ever run out of bookings again, faster and easier than it was for myself and it was for Lynn. So who's ready? Are you ready? Give me a big yes. Have you downloaded your workbook? If you haven't got the workbook ready, just grab a pen and some paper. We are going to run this on a replay, so you can come back and revisit. And thank you. I can see so many people chatting to us in that chat roll already. Sarah, Jeanette, or I think it might be Sarah, Alana, Donna, Cheryl, Laverna. I love it. So I'm watching that chat roll as we go. Okay, what's this all about? Systems to create this success in your party plan business. I want to help you to save time. What is the goal here today? We want to help you to get more bookings and less cancellations. Lynn and I also want to help you to find bookings that are right under your nose from your current customers through fabulous follow-up. In fact, the first half of this training today is exactly on that topic because Lynn kept saying to me, can you please help us with follow-up and service calls? So you're going to love what we've got coming up today. The systems goal is also to help you to quit drowning in a pile of paperwork, and we want to help you to eliminate procrastination. If you know you've got lots of things that you need to do, but you never get around to doing them, then we're going to help you out with that today. Also, our goal is to help you save time so that you really can juggle your business with your family, your work, whatever other commitments that you've got going on. Is that what you're looking for? I hope I'm on the right track, Lynn, aren't I? Is that what you want us to help you with today? I think I can.
Yes, that is definitely it. We're getting some feedback that the slides are coming through blurry, although they're looking good on my end.
Okay, so my best suggestion for that, ladies and gentlemen, would just be to close down any extra browsers that you have open on your computer at the moment and get the strongest internet signal that you can. Particularly if you're on a phone, if you can get onto a computer, it might be a little bit stronger. But I think I'll just check my attendee view again. It's not too bad at the moment, but it just does depend a little bit on the bandwidth of the internet signal as well. Yep, Robin's saying it's looking great. And I think Kimmy's saying it's good for her there too. So we'll keep going. Oh, I better tell you about my prize draw. I have a prize draw for you too. So I'm giving away $1,000 training pack at the end of the session today, and that comes with 2 seminar tickets. So you can come back to the next seminars that we're doing in the US, which is looking like it will be next year. And we've got some Australian seminars going on towards the end of this year. This is on the training pack called How to Book Parties Without Being Pushy. And we will run that at the end. So woohoo, I can see Kimmy's excited about the prize draw. Okay, so have you all got your workbooks? I think I've still got that little tab open there that you can click in the right-hand column. There is, I'll just bring that up for you again. So there is a bright pink little sign coming up for you right now that says get your webinar workbook. And then underneath that, there's kind of like a bright orange button that says click here for the workbook. And all you need to do is press on that and it will open that in the offer tab. I have a big question for you. So we're getting right into the information and the training now. The question is this: how many points of contact does it take to get a booking? So in other words, when you meet a new customer, when you have a party guest, how many times do you need to have contact with that person on average before you can get a booking from that new customer? You know what? I did some research on this because this is along the lines of the customer service and follow-up. You know, the magic is in the follow-up. And Lynn kept talking to me about getting some help with my systems and creating a system to make it really easy for you to follow up with your leads that you have from customers. So yesterday, I went and did some research and I thought I'm going to make sure I know what I'm talking about here. And I know that I've always heard people tell me that it takes somewhere about 5 to 7 touches of contact with a person before you can generate a sale from that contact. And I needed to back that up with some solid research. So I have got the link there of the blog post that I found this in yesterday. And there are so many sales trainers that talk about this. And here's the amazing thing. Have a look at the slides right now because it gives you a visual demonstration. How many points of contact does it take to get a sale? Do you know that from the first contact that someone has with a salesperson, on average, only about 2% of people will buy from that person after the first contact. After the second contact, it goes up to about 4%. So only 4 in 100 people will purchase something on a second contact with the salesperson. We go to a third contact. Okay, we're getting up to about 6%. You know what? We get to a fourth contact. So 4 times having some type of contact or communication with a salesperson, and still only about 10% of people have decided to say yes to the offer. So guess how many times it takes to contact someone before they say yes? The answer is, and look at how much it goes up. On the 5th to the 12th contact, 80% of sales happen here. Isn't that amazing? And then we actually compared that to, all right, what about the average salesperson? How many contacts is the average salesperson having with their prospects or their customers or their party guests, as it might be for us? So have a look here. You've got the purple representation in the visual picture there now. And 44% of salespeople never contact that person more than 1 time. So after the first contact, almost half of salespeople have given up and they never even contact that person again. After the second contact, only about 25% of salespeople get to that second contact. You can see it's going down, 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 down. So the 5th to 12th contact, do you know that only about 2 to 10% of salespeople ever get to the 5th to the 12th contact? So that means that there is about 90% of salespeople that are missing out on the sale. So I guess it's fair to say, I was thinking, okay, well, fair enough, that's for sales. But in our world, What is the ultimate sale? Come on, what's the ultimate sale in the party plan direct selling world, people? My best guess is that the ultimate sale is a party booking, because the party bookings are what make our business go around, isn't it? If we have no bookings, we have no business, because we're not meeting anyone. We're not finding new people to show our gorgeous products to. So it's safe to say that the following statistics can be the same for us. But this time, when we look at these pictures, let's think, well, instead of sales, this becomes bookings. Has anyone ever felt like this? Can you see that picture on my screen at the moment, where you get a booking and you go, yay, I got a booking? And in private, because you can't do this in front of your brand new hostess, we're doing fist pumps in the air and we're going, yahoo, I got a booking. Or you might have done a party and for the first time ever, you get 2 or 3 bookings from one party. How good does that feel? I definitely used to do a lot of fist pumps in the air when I got in my car and I was driving on the way home. So here's our image now, and we're changing it from a sale to a booking. So how many points of contact does it take to get a booking? We're saying that it takes 5 to 12 contacts with our party guest or with a potential new customer. Is that making sense? Can you see the little image up there? That's the diagram. That's the big goal with the bright green arrow. That's where we want to get to, but it's going to take having contact with that person up to 5 or 12 times, 80% of the time. So it's not saying every single new booking is going to happen after 5 to 12 contacts, but on average, this is where most of the bookings are coming from. But again, if we say, okay, well, let's say as a salesperson, we're a direct selling consultant, you can see the bright blue or the bright purple bars there are now representing, well, you know, how many times are we going past that first contact? Are we giving up? 44% of the time, are we only contacting that person once, or do we make the effort to contact them again and again and again? But we want to do it in different ways, because we don't want to just become someone who's harassing and who's saying and doing the same thing over and over again. So here is where the magic is. The magic is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Have you ever heard that before? The fortune is in the follow-up. What do we mean by follow-up? Well, really, it's talking about after you see a potential new customer one time, it's how many more times can you follow up with that person in different ways. And our ultimate goal is to turn our customer or our party guest into a brand new hostess, so that we can get a new booking. Because if we can get a booking, then that hostess is inviting, you know, even up to 10 or 20 of her friends. If we can get 6 to 8 brand new people sitting in front of us for her party, then that opens up so many more doors, doesn't it, to keep on going in our business. Okay, so how are you all there so far? Are you hanging in with me? Bonnie, I can see that we got your question there. Oh, Bonnie was just asking about the screen and coming through nice and clear. So yeah, if you've got a little bit of fuzziness in your screen there, Bonnie, just simply close down any other windows and it should all be okay. But you can keep sending through questions as we go along. So Lynn, is everything okay at your end there so far? I might just come back over to my webcam here and do a little wave for everyone. Hang on a minute. So Lynn, are we tracking okay there for you?
It's looking great on my end, and I'm loving your graphics too. They're just adorable.
My cute little pictures.
They're very cute. But yeah, you're so right. I mean, how many times do people just give up and think, you know, we totally overthink, oh, this person doesn't want me to call them anymore. They're not getting back to me. But you just have to keep at it, because at the end of the day, it takes those 10 calls to get to where you want to be.
Yeah. And this is where we're going into right now, because what I've done is I've created some really practical ways that we can create those 5 to 12 points of contact, but we can actually do them in lots of different ways. And I'm going to suggest some ways that are definitely phone calls, because I think that's one of the best ways to follow up. But I've got some other ideas there as well. So should we shoot back over into the slides?
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go. So your big question now And thank you everyone there. I can see Janet and Faith and Bonnie keeping coming those comments in. So for each and every one of you now, you're probably thinking, okay, so Mel, we know it takes 5 to 12 contacts on average to be able to turn a new customer or even a party guest into a booking. But how can I make 5 to 12 contacts with one customer to get a booking? Okay, so don't panic everyone. Take a big deep breath because Lynn and I are here to help you. We have a solution for you that is simple and it's fast and most importantly, it's easy. You know, Lynn and I are so passionate about giving you systems and giving you strategies that are easy to implement, because if we're giving you things that are easy, then you're more likely to use them. And if you feel like they're easy to do, then you go out and you do it and you get the success in your business too. And that's what it's all about. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for the fun stuff? Because this is called the Fabulous Follow-Up Form. This is brand new, created just for you visionistas. Thank you to Lynn Bardowski for giving me a big jab in the ribs to get this done for you. So you are the...
That's what we do.
I know. Well, actually, it's a little bit of payback, isn't it? Because I remember doing that to you when you were first starting off with Visionista Connection. I was like, come on, Lynn, let's open it up. Let's get it ready. My people are going to love it. So I think
That's
really
true.
You're doing the same thing back to me today. So we're having a little giggle about that. So here it is. It's called the Fabulous Follow-Up Form. This is the first of the simple systems to create success for you as a direct seller and to help you to save time and never ever run out of bookings again. So it's called the Fabulous Follow-Up Form. You can see an image there on your screen. But we have made a really super easy way for you to be able to go and grab all of this throughout the presentation today or even towards the end. And have you all got a pen and paper ready at the moment? Because what I'd love to do is just give you the link where you can go and grab all of this information and the resource forms that we've got for you today. And then I'm going to keep training you and talking you through it. So can you see on your chat roll in your offer tab at the moment, there's a bright yellow button that just opened up that says special offer and free gift. And that is where I've created the Fabulous Follow-Up Form and heaps of other things that are coming yet. And they're all downloads for you. So I'll tell you more about that later on. But just write that link down. So the link to write down is partyplan123.com/fab. FAB. So fabulous follow-up. That's what today is all about. So what is the Fabulous Follow-Up Form? How do we use it? You can see up the top. Now this is created in a way that you can have this as I think make this tangible. I think make this something that you print out and you write on it and it becomes alive. In fact, I'm going to show you how to track through a 1 to 31 folder with this in a moment as well. So
Hey,
up the
Mel,
top, yeah, Lynn.
hey, Mel, we're not seeing the slides anymore.
Oh, let's hang on. Hold on. I'm glad you told me that. Are you just seeing my face?
Yes, we're seeing your image. We're seeing your headshot. We're seeing your headshot.
Okay, hold on. Let me just come back and make sure we're screen sharing. I'm so glad you told me that.
We can't see the form. The form's not showing up either.
Present to everyone. That's because it's on the slides.
Ah, there we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
So you're seeing me move the slides and everything now, aren't you?
I know it's a challenge when you're toggling back and forth and you're
But you know what, Lynn?
Present.
I'm so glad you said that right then, because all the really good information is coming up for you right now. So I think you might have missed these couple of slides. So how can I make 5 to 12 contacts with a customer to get a booking? Don't panic. We do have the solution for you. It's simple, it's fast, and it's easy. We're going to help you with it. And it's called the Fabulous Follow-Up Form. So Lynn, are you seeing those bright slides come through now?
Yes, I am seeing that.
Okay, here it is. Here it is, the Fabulous Follow-Up Form.
Oh, now we can see it. Yay.
I'm so sorry, but thank you for rescuing me and telling me. Okay, so here it is, the Fabulous Follow-Up Form. At the top, we've got the customer details. So just jot down the name of your new customer. So this is really designed as a follow-up form that you can use mainly for the guests that you're meeting at a party. So let's say you go along and Sally's your hostess today, and Sally has a bunch of about 8 to 10 people there. and they place orders. So this is designed that you can now follow up those customers that placed orders who haven't created a booking, who haven't booked a party with you. So you can write down your customer details up the top, jot down the date and how you met, whose party did you meet at, and then all the contact details, the phone number, the email, the address. That's going to come from your order form that you do for the purchase. You know what else I think is going to create a great impression here is if you can create a wish list tracking step here. So in other words, you've just come home from the party that you did with this party guest. Let's call her Diane. So Diane is our new customer, and you can write down all of your favorite wish list pieces that Diane loved from your product range here. So that as you are following up with Diane, and if you go to make a phone call to Diane 3 months later, you can still remember the 3 to 5 items that were on her wish list that she loved most from your range of products. So do you love that? It helps you to remember all those special little important details. I'm also going to show you a way that you can very easily find her birthday so that we can do follow-up on her birthday. And also, I would recommend that you go and connect with Diane in her social media profile. So when you come back from doing Sally's party and you're placing all your orders and you're following up and you're getting ready to follow up Diane, my best suggestion is to go and find Diane on Facebook and create a friend request there so that you can contact her and you can find out little bits of information about what she's doing in her life. And so it's more about her and the fun things that are happening in her life, instead of every time you talk to her, you're just talking about your products and your company and your Hostess rewards and your catalog. So make it more about her, and she will feel more special and she'll feel like you have really paid attention and taken notice. Does that make sense? I hope so.
It does.
Good, good. Okay, so the middle section here is where, remember when we just looked at that information, I guess that report that was up on the screen, and it showed that we, in order to create a sale, which we're saying the ultimate sale for us is a booking. That's our ultimate goal. So in order to create a booking, really we need to achieve a minimum of 5 points of contact in our fabulous follow-up before we ask for a booking. So what I've done here in the middle section of the fabulous follow-up form is to put some suggestions in here of potential points of contact. So here's some ideas I came up with, but I made sure that I left some extra space in there so that you can add in your own, because really once you start brainstorming ideas of how you can follow up, the options are endless. So the ideas I came up with is, okay, first point of contact, Diane attended a party. Second point of contact is I sent Diane a friend request and she has accepted that on Facebook or some other similar social media profile. So I would really only count that as a point of contact if she accepts your friend request. You know, it's no good sending out 1,000 friend requests if no one accepts them, because then you can't follow up and keep in contact through social media. Another thing I would suggest is a point of contact is engagement with you on social media. So by that, you know, something like a comment or a private message, I would count that as a point of contact. Would you, Lynn? Is that something that you think would be helpful to call a point of contact with a potential new hostess?
Absolutely, definitely.
And then, of course, delivery service follow-up calls. Now, all of us are going to have different ways that our products are delivered to our customers. It might be automatically done through the company, or you might be doing it yourself. But whatever system you work with in your company and your products, I would suggest that we do a delivery service follow-up call and just ask them, have you got your products? Is it in the right size? Is it the right color? You know, have you been using it yet? How's it making you feel? Does it smell fantastic? What are your friends saying about it? What are your family saying about it? So do a delivery service follow-up call. You know, another thing that I think this is where a lot of my future bookings kept coming from when I was doing parties. So when I had my business going on automatic pilot, where I would just do the parties, meet lots of new guests and get more bookings again. And then you go do those parties, you meet new guests and you get the bookings again. That's what we call automatic pilot for party plan consultants. It's where we don't have to rely on going outside of the parties to get the bookings. So really another awesome point of contact is seeing them again at a second party. And when I have a new hostess, I definitely encourage my new hostess to invite her friends back who have attended the previous party, because, and this is really what we're getting at here, the more times they come back and they see you, they get to know you, they like you, they trust you, they love your products, they're testing your products, they're trying them, their wish list just keeps getting bigger and bigger, they want more and more. They are extra points of contact every time that person comes back to another party. And you know what? A lot of times my customers would come to 2 or 3 parties first, and then they would put up their hands to say yes to the free products. Then they would say yes to, I want my own party. It's time for me to get the free products and the discounts as a hostess. So I hope you can see the magic in this and how it can work in reality. There's a couple of other ideas I put there. A phone call made to offer a free sample testing, which I'll tell you more about in a moment, and a birthday phone call or a card that's sent out in the mail. And, you know, I've put a little section at the bottom. Can you see that there, ladies and gentlemen, where I've got notes there, follow-up number 1 to 5. And my best suggestion is that every time you have a point of contact with this potential new hostess, jot down a date and write some little notes, because this is actually going to be a form that you'll keep looking at, and it's going to track through your 1 to 31 folder, which I'll show you in a moment. And you can actually reflect back, and this can help you to remember exactly what to bring up in conversation with your party guest. Now, who kind of struggles when you go to make these kind of service calls? Who sort of struggles with, well, what do I say on the phone? And I don't want to feel like I'm pestering my customer. I don't want them to feel like I'm being a salesy or a pushy direct seller. And thank you, Jamie Beth. I can see your comment saying this is awesome. Megan is loving it as well. She's saying great ideas. We say Megan as Megan in Australia, so I'm not sure where you're from, Megan. But the main thing is that you're loving these great ideas, so that's good. So if any of you ever feel like to make a service call to a customer, we're talking about new customers, we're not talking about hostesses. If you feel like you're going to be naggy or salesy, I want to help you to find ways to take that fear away. Let's find ways that you can come from a place of a giving heart. Let's give instead of trying to get. Remember, we want to bump up those points of contact. We want to make them love our products, love us, and take away the fear and the pressure of us being someone who is just always saying, you know, like, buy my thing, book a party, join my team. We can come at it from a different angle. We can create some fun factor, and we can make them feel special. So what I want to share with you here is 4 excuses to call a customer without being salesy. Who loves the sound of that? Let me help you find 4 excuses to call a customer without sounding salesy. So Bonnie's loving it, Ingrid's loving it, Janet's saying it's going to help keep her focused. That's good, that's good, good to hear. And Bonnie's saying this is so real. And oh yes, Donna is also connecting and feeling like, yeah, this is where she's at and this is what she wants help with. So that's awesome to hear, ladies. Okay, first excuse to call a customer is, did you get your delivery? We've already covered that one a little bit. Has your delivery arrived? I just want to make sure that you've definitely got the right color, the right scent, the right size, you know, whatever it is for your type of products. Have a little bit of a chat, you know, have you tested it out? How does it make you feel? Or what are your friends and family been saying about it? That one's pretty easy. And so when you do that, tick it off on the fabulous follow-up form. Another idea I've got there, and I want to show you a 1 to 31 folder in a moment, and I'll show you that after I talk you through this. I'm going to come back up on the screen and show you something that Lynn just fell in love with when she saw me do this at the seminar in Philadelphia last month. Okay, number 2 there is a celebration of a special occasion or a milestone on social media. So remember, we've got one of those points of contact there that says that she's accepted a friend request and she's engaged with me on social media. So now that you've got access to her social media profiles, you can find out what's going on in her life. You can find out who's having a baby, who's getting married, did she take her dog for a walk today? What's she eating out at a restaurant? You know, you're gonna you have the opportunity to know so many things. And the reason that that's important is that we can get noticed, because when we're talking to that potential hostess, we can just make a casual comment about, oh, hey, I just love the photo that I saw there of you and your son on graduation day on Facebook. You know, congratulations, what a great job he's done. It looked like he had an amazing day. Isn't that so much nicer than talking about, oh, we got a new catalog out and you just have to see all these products, they're amazing, can I come over and do a party for you and your friends? It's completely different. We just want to take away the pressure. We want to be a friend first. We want to offer, we want to give, and we want to show that we have noticed her and we want to make her feel special. We do not want to come across as being salesy. So my challenge to you is to hold back from asking for the booking until you are confident that you have reached 5 points of contact. It could be 5 points from that list. It could be some other things that you come up with ideas yourself. But the message is 5 points of contact, then offer a booking. And when we're talking about bookings, offer instead of give. So offer free products instead of asking to book a party. That's another whole training that you can do with me. Okay, number 3 idea. Here's another excuse to call a customer. Here's one that I got quite excited about this. I'd love to be doing more of this. You can actually call up your customer and you can say, you know, Lorraine, I've actually just had a new product coming to my kit. I've never owned this one in my kit before, and I'm really looking for 5 to 10 ladies just to test it out for free, just to really help me understand your impression of it. You know, how does it feel? What do you think of it? And I thought of you because, you know, I just really enjoyed meeting you at Sally's party, and I'd love some honest feedback for you. So I'd love to have you as one of my 5 to 10 ladies to test out this new product in my kit. Is it okay if I post one out to you in the mail and then follow up with you and see what you think? So that way you're coming again from the angle of giving rather than getting, okay? Give, give, give. So I'm looking for, and you can even create some urgency. I'm looking for the first 5 to 10 ladies to test out a new product, and I'd love for you to be one of them. And all I want to do is send you out a free product and then follow up and find out what you think of it. How does that sound? And see how she reacts. So that's excuse number 3 to call a customer. And of course, number 4 is happy birthday. We can call and just say happy birthday, but you know what I think we might get even noticed more from is if we know that her birthday is coming up in 1 or 2 weeks away, and I'm going to show you how you can find that out. If we know that her birthday is coming up, why don't we make a phone call about 1 or 2 weeks before and say, you know, hey, Jane, I'm just giving you a quick call. I know your birthday's coming up. We actually love to send you out a free little gift on your birthday. And I'm just wondering whether you would prefer the, I don't know, would you prefer the fruity scents or do you want the floral scents? So I'm imagining I'm a party light lady now. And what kind of scents do you like in your candles? Do you like the fruity range or do you like the floral range? So again, it's give, give, give. And you're getting noticed because you know that her birthday is coming up. It hasn't even happened yet. So it's not that you've seen all the happy birthday messages on Facebook, on her news feed. It's that you are really paying attention. You're following up using the fabulous follow-up form and the 1 to 31 folder, which I will show you in a moment. Now, Lynn, is there anything that you want to add in there before I actually do a demonstration on Facebook of how to combine these two together?
Yeah, I'm actually posting some things in the comments right now. So a great feature, because a lot of consultants are online consultants, right? They're selling online. So one of the features I utilize a lot, because I find that so many people are not opening voicemail messages. You can call and leave a voicemail message, of course. But how many times do people call you back and they say, oh, I see you called. And you're like, well, yeah. Did you hear my message? No. They don't even bother, right? They're just like, oh, or they just don't call back. So one of the great features on Facebook Messenger, which has been rolling out an amazing amount of new features in the last 6 months, is there's a microphone. If you go, you know, after this webinar, go to Facebook Messenger, click on the little microphone and hold it down, and you can record a message to people. So it's like leaving a voicemail, but it's through Facebook, which we know that's the space that so many of our customers are in, right? So they're not, if you find your customers are not even listening or responding to your phone messages, try the voice feature in Facebook Messenger. I tend to get great responses from that. And then, you know, I think you have to, if you're doing it online, you've got to let your personality show through. Everything Mel is saying is just, it's like dating, right? Like we think we haven't talked to a customer, never called them to see if they even got the product. And then we wonder why we wait and call them a year later. And then they don't want to book a party. Like, I don't understand.
Why
don't they want to book a party? I'm so awesome. My products are so awesome. But it's, oh, thank you, Jessica. Jessica's saying, take your finger off the record and it sends it immediately. Oh, that's a good point. You cannot edit it. So we have a whole chat going on about the voice feature on Facebook Messenger. So, you know, there's so many fun ways. Bitmoji, the Bitmoji app is great. You can show your personality, make little avatars of yourself, use stickers. I literally, and Mel knows because I've messaged her some silly stickers, you know, the animated stickers.
We love doing that all the time. Yeah, you've got me addicted with that.
I am literally laughing out loud at myself, hysterical, you know, and so
laughing out loud at yourself.
I'm like, I'm cracking myself up. But honestly, that's how, you know, that's the modern way of connecting with people, and that's how you build relationships. But you can't just wait 6 months, a year, and start reaching out to customers that have not heard from you all year long and think they're going to be so excited about your brand new products. And so this is so key. This is all you need to really grow an incredible business, where people start telling their friends about you, right? They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I have this amazing fill in the blank of your company name. She calls me for my birthday. She doesn't even call me to book a party. I'm calling her to book a party because I love her. So it's very much like dating, right? You don't want to go to third base on the first date. People need to get to know you, especially if you're doing home parties. Like, they're inviting you into their home. They really need to be comfortable and make sure they even like you before that's going to happen. So yeah, so there you go. Have fun. You can do it online just as much as you can do it offline.
Okay, we've got lots more to get through, so I'm glad we're in agreement there, Lynn. Now, Lynn, with your permission, I'm going to screen share and show your Facebook page, your personal profile, so that we can help to demonstrate some of the ways that we can fill in these sections on the fabulous follow-up form. Is that okay, Lynn?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be all pictures of my granddaughter, probably.
Probably. Hey, but which grandmummy wouldn't want to talk about their granddaughter, right?
Instead of doing direct sales spam, I'm doing baby spam. I'm a baby spammer.
But see, that's actually the whole point. We're going to find things that are important to you and things that are relevant and happening in your life. And then we can just add in little friendly comments about that in our follow-up phone calls or however we're following up. And then they feel special. They feel noticed. That's the whole concept here. So I want to demonstrate for you how to find someone on Facebook and how to create a contact with them to create that personal touch. Because if your customer feels special and if your customer feels like they're a real person, they're a friend, and they're not just a dollar sign or a hostess walking around, then you are much more likely to create a great relationship that will go on for a long time. And then eventually that can open amazing doors in business. So have a look at where I've got the 3 pink arrows pointing here. We want to know, how do I find this information, like the wish list? You can find out their favorite products from using the wish list as I train with Party Plan 123. I've got some videos on that at partyplan123.com. You can get a free video series where I talk to you about how to use the wish list in the party. But what I want to show you now is more about how you can get that personal connection, find their birthday, find some little snippets of information, and make it more personal. So what I'm going to do is actually pop on over into Lynn's Facebook. Where is she? Oh, there's Lynn on the screen. Here we go. So we're in Lynn's Facebook, and guess what's her cover page? Her cover photo is Vivi doing the gardening with Lynn. So Lynn, you are seeing this right now, aren't you? Your Facebook page?
Yep.
Awesome. Now, if I come over to this little about section in here, this is where you can find out some extra information about people that they've chosen to share onto Facebook. So this is where, now Lynn, I think you are willing to share your birthday with us, I hope. Is that right?
Well, it's too late now. They can all see it. Yeah.
So on January 14, we need to wish Lynn a happy birthday each and every year. But that's where you can find that information right there. And then you come over onto your little follow-up fabulous form and pop the birthday into there. I'm going to show you how you use that in combination with the 1 to 31 tracker. So there's little ways that you can find info there. But then with her timeline, you know, you want to start interacting with her. So what's Lynn been doing here? She's been going out with her family for Father's Day. What a gorgeous photo. Where's this one at, Lynn? Oops, she's gone off the microphone there for a moment.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Where did you go for your family get together here?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you guys, if you follow me or you read my book, you know I am from New Jersey, the Jersey Shore. So that was on the water, one of our favorite little breakfast places called the Breakfast Shop. And, you know, kind of my roots, where I grew up. So that's my dad I'm sitting next to, and my husband's next to him. And of course, Vivi's in there. So I've got our growing family, my 2 daughters, my 2 son-in-laws, my granddaughter, and my husband of 33 years. This year we're celebrating 33 years, and my dad.
Wow, that is awesome. So, and this is where, ladies, you can just come into the Facebook profiles and just get to know them a little bit, so that when you go to actually make that next phone call, when you go to make that next point of contact, you have some personal information that you can make it more about them. It's more of like a friendly conversation with a friend that you're catching up with, and it's not so salesy and pushy. So I hope that's making sense for you there. Yeah. Okay. So, but Mel, here's the next big question. You're seeing my slides again now, aren't you, Lynn? Yes?
Yes, I can see.
So this is where we start to say, but Mel, how on earth do I remember which customer to call on what day? And guess what? I have something amazing for you. Let me introduce you to what we call the 1 to 31 folder as we move into part 2 of today's training, because this is all about systems that create success. We want to help you to quit drowning in a pile of paperwork and useless procrastination. The question is, how can I fit in the time to run my business easier around my family, my work, and my other commitments? And we want to show you how to do that by using forms and folders. And the folder I want to introduce you to here, first of all, on the screen, is what we call the 1 to 31 folder. So this is where I'm coming off. I'm stopping my slide sharing, and I'll bring back my, yep, you got me on webcam there right now. I have a folder here. It's just normal, like this is actually our member folder, but you can just get any normal folder from your office supplies shop. Can you see in there? That folder has 1 to 31 tabs in it. Now the whole idea is that as you're using your fabulous follow-up form from your customer, so this has got all the information written out, it's hole punch, so it can just go straight into your folder. So let's say we have called Denise, our customer, or we met Denise at a party today, and we're filling this information. And today is the 21st of June, and I want to remember to ring Denise for her delivery phone call about a week away from today. So I want to call her on the 28th of June. So what do? I go to my 1 to 31 folder. I come down to number 28, and that opens up as a tab. And then I would put Denise's form in the folder there. So the idea is that on the 28th of June, I walk into my office and I go, right, it's time to work. I'm going to be focused. I'm not going to procrastinate. This is my solid time for following up with my customers. I open up my 1 to 31 tracker folder. I go to number 28 because today's the 28th of June. I open up, and whose form is there? Oh, that's right, Denise is in there. Now on this form, I would be ticking off all of these little steps as we go, and I would be keeping notes down the bottom. So I would know Denise's wish list. I'd know what else she wants to aim for. I'd have a few little important notes written in there about her Facebook profile. And when I go to make that phone call for her delivery phone call, I can say, hey, let's say it's Lynn. Hey, Lynn, I just want to give you a quick call and check your delivery. But, you know, I saw your awesome photo on there for your family celebration for Father's Day. That looked like a gorgeous day. Tell me all about it and where you went. So it's a little bit of social chit chat at the same time. So you make that phone call and tick off that we've done that. So that's another point of contact. And then you might say, okay, next what I want to do is I'm going to see them at the next party. I know that her friend Jennifer has booked a party, and that party is coming up on the 1st of July. So you would take that after you've made that delivery phone call. And where do you think you'd put it? You'd go to number 1 to 31. This is a big folder to hold up in front of a webcam. And you would go to number 1 and you would file that into the number 1. So on the 1st of July, you'd know that you're going to her friend's Jennifer's party. You open up and you go, oh, that's right, Denise should be coming back to this party again. I'm going to really look after her, remember her wish list. Imagine if you show up to Jennifer's party and you already remember at the top of your head what's on Denise's wish list. And maybe you dress her up in those items, or you put those favorite ones in front of her just sneakily at the party on the table, and bring that wish list to the front of her mind again. So that's a little bit about the 1 to 31 folder there. But I've got some more ideas coming up for you, and I want to show you how you can turn this sort of system more into a tracking system for your hostesses. So are you ready? What we want to do now is show you how to use 3 other amazing forms that can help you to save time and use that 1 to 31 system tracker folder to be able to get more sales, more bookings, more team members from your parties, and to do all of that in a shorter amount of time. So number 1, we want to help you with the hostess details form. Number 2 is the party results form. And number 3 is the hostess tips form. Now, a lot of these can keep tracking through your 1 to 31 as well. So the next one here is the hostess details form. This is the one that Lynn actually saw me using when we were live at our seminar in Philadelphia only about a month ago. So this one is a tracking form. It's similar to that fabulous follow-up form that was for a customer, but this one is specifically designed for your hostess. So the same type of thing. It's got all the contact details. You remember her wish lists and little personal bits of information about her. But then guess what's on this one? It's the 5 steps of hostess coaching. It's the 5 absolutely essential steps that if you do these things, you will increase the number of parties that go ahead. So you will reduce your cancellations and postponements. More parties go ahead, more customers, so more guests will show up at the parties, and then that leads to more booking, sales, and recruits. So it's the same thing. Just as you go through this hostess details form, each and every one of the steps, you tick it off, and then you move it through the folder of 1 to 31. This enables you to remember the specifics about your hostess, and it also assists you with each and every step of your hostess coaching. So you're not forgetting anything along the way. You can also track your order and delivery steps, because can you see those bottom few little tick boxes? It's more about the delivery and the order process, and then the follow-up for this person as well. You know, things like, have I placed the order? Have I sent a thank you letter? Have I made a delivery phone call? Is the product actually delivered? is this hostess a potential representative? Is she someone who I would love to have on my team? And you can follow up that way. Service call. So that's more so talking about the fabulous follow-up form that we've done there in detail. So are you loving this, ladies and gentlemen? Give me a woohoo, give me a yes if this is helping you, because I've got, oh yeah, here they come. Here they come. All right, so number 2, party results form. The party results form is one that you can take to your party. You have this on a clipboard in front of you, and this helps you to remember to offer every opportunity to every single guest. So this increases your sales, bookings, and recruits because you've got little prompters right in front of you next to the guest name as
Mel,
you finish off your party. Yes, Lynn, jump in.
We can't see the form. Is that on a slide?
Let me see. Oh, what am I doing here with my screen share?
We were busy talking about Vivi. We got distracted. There we go.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. And don't worry, because you actually get all of these slides in our freebie offer at the end of today. So don't panic, everyone, because
good.
I've actually created it all as a complete download that you can all get this for free.
Good.
So here we go. Forms and folders. So Mel, how do I remember which customer to call on what day? You're going to use the 1 to 31 folder, and this is creating those systems that create success and save you time to juggle your family and work with your direct sales business. And there's 2 simple ways that we're doing it. So it's all about the forms and the folders. So the main folder we've had a look at so far is the 1 to 31 folder. And now I'm showing you the 3 forms that go inside. So it's the hostess details form, the party results form, the hostess tips form. So the hostess details form, did you see this one before, Lynn? Was this one up on the screen?
No, we didn't see that.
Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there for a couple more minutes so you can get the understanding of what that's all about. So the hostess details form, you actually would use this throughout your hostess coaching phone calls. So every time that you go to make another phone call with your hostess, you open up your 1 to 31 folder to the date of today, and then you write little notes and you tick off each section as you go. So it's the same concept. You've got the hostess details up the top. You've got all the steps there for your hostess coaching. It's just so easy. It just saves you so much time and stress. You just go tick, tick, tick. Yes, I've done that. We're ready for a great party. I know the party's going ahead. We've got lots of people showing up. We're going to have fun. I'm going to give this hostess all the favorite things on her wish list in hostess rewards and bonuses. Woohoo, it's simple, it's easy to use. So this is where we were. The party results form is number 2. So you can see it's just got 4 different columns there. The first column is for the name of your guest. This is the one that sits on your clipboard as you go through the party. And then there's 3 main columns that go to the solution there of offering the 3 things to every single party guest. Recruit, book, sell. Have I offered for her to do what I do and say yes to the generous income opportunity with my company? Have I offered her free products by saying yes to be my next hostess? Have I offered her the opportunity to become a valued customer by saying yes to spoiling herself with something today as a purchase from Sally's party? So that's the party results form. And then the third one that you're going to love, 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 this is magic, this one, it's the hostess tips form. This is the one that helps you to remember everything to say and to do for your hostess to help more parties go ahead, less cancellations and postponements. More people will show up. It creates more booking, sales, and sponsoring. It's all increased from using these simple systems for success. So are you loving it? Is this helping you? The whole idea here is you have the hostess tips form in front of you every time you're coaching your hostess through something. And your hostess actually has a copy of this inside her party pack. So it creates a visual tool for your hostess at the same time. Let me see. I think I've got a bigger picture of it up there. So when you're doing the Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
nice
going to
and
ask for that.
and again, this is all on your special gift offer there, your freebie offer today, which I'll give you more detail in a minute. But you can get all of this by just simply pressing on that bright yellow button that you can see in the offer button. Click on the orange bit at the bottom to get the freebies, and you can go to partyplan123.com/fab. And this is all there for you in free downloads today. So the Hostess Tips form has 6 little steps up the top. You can actually edit this one, so you can tailor this one for your products and for your company. The 6 steps at the top are designed to do on the day that you meet the hostess and you're coaching her through while you meet her at the party. And then the other steps are for you to do on the phone as you go through the hostess coaching phone calls. So Jane's loving it. She says, great, Sister Mel. Thanks so much for sharing. April saying, yes, I've got many ideas. Kimmy's going, yes. I think I saw some wahoos. Stephanie, Jody, thank you. Thank you. And Christine, thank you for alerting us to the fact that we couldn't see the form there before too. I do appreciate that. So just want to make sure I've shared with you everything about the Hostess Tips form, and then we're going to go into showing you where you can get all of this. So this helps you to remember exactly what to do and to say through your hostess coaching. It increases the number of parties that go ahead. It will decrease your cancellations and your postponements. This will improve the results all around for you. Your bookings, your sales, and your sponsoring will go up because you're getting more people showing up to the party. That's really what this is assisting you to do. It also helps you to remember to explain how your hostess can work towards the rewards that she wants by tailoring it to her wish list. Because remember, on the party results form, you are writing down the wish list on here. What's her favorite products? What does she want to aim for? And then you tie that into the hostess coaching and explain to her, well, this is the great bonuses that we give to our hostesses. You know, this is, you get this for your sales, you get this for your bookings. And my best suggestion is that we aim for product X as your sales bonus, and we aim for product Y as the biggest and the best one with your booking bonuses. And that's how you can get the best value. So you personalize it. And then here's magic. If you want to know how to get more people at your party, please do this. Please write a guest list together of about 20 names of who your hostess can invite as soon as she makes the booking. So you actually sit down, get her to come over and have a cup of coffee. I'm talking about at the party. I'm not talking about going and visiting on a separate day and time. As soon as she makes the booking, give her the party pack, sit down, have a cup of coffee together and write the guest list, because then you take away that procrastination and you get things happening fast and you're making it simple and easy for her. And finish it off by showing her how to invite. So that's the Hostess Tips form. You can go and grab that now. With the current Hostess folder, you can, I'll just very quickly go through this, but then I've got some video training to show you more of this in the freebie offer today too. We have 2 folders. You saw me use that big one up on the screen before. That's your current Hostess folder. It will have 1 to 31 filing tabs for all the contacts and the leads that you're talking to on a daily basis. And then you can get 1 to 12 filing tabs that go in the back, and that can help you to follow up people. If you want to contact someone in 2 or 3 months from today, you can put their paperwork behind the number that is associated for the month that you want to ring them up on. And, you know, like there's a spot there to file your orders to be placed and your orders to be delivered, but you know what? We don't have time for that today. I'm going to show you where you can get some more help with all that later on. You can also have a previous hostess folder. Really, that's just an archiving system to make sure that you're keeping track of all your customers and your hostesses as well. I'm going to finish this off with a bit of a visual demonstration on the screen. But then what's even better is I've created for you some videos where you can actually watch me do all of this in person in example training, where I actually show you how to take a hostess through the life cycle of her party in preparation and in follow-up, because the fortune is in the follow-up. So just a visual demonstration on the screen to finish off here. You've got your current hostess folder. This is kind of what it looks like. Just get a really cheap folder from an office shop, and get some 1 to 31 tabs. You go to an office store and they will know what you're talking about. 1 to 31 filing tabs. They'll only be a few dollars. What you do is you open up your folder, and at the back of your folder, you have a tab that's for orders to be delivered. So you can keep track of all your, maybe you are the person who is delivering orders yourself, and you've got to keep track of who is waiting for their delivery. And that's where that paperwork would go. Then you have orders to be placed. So if you need to place orders and you're waiting for hostesses to follow up orders, you can keep the information here to track. Here comes the fun bit, the 1 to 12. So if you need to follow up in future months, let's say it's due now. Let's say I've got someone that I want to contact in August. I would file her, what are we calling our new one again? Our fabulous follow-up form. You would file her fabulous follow-up form into number 8 for August. So when it comes up to August, you open up number 8 and there's everyone that you want to contact in the month of August. What comes next? The 1 to 31 filing tabs. That's next in your folder. So all your current hostesses, all your current customers that you're keeping in touch with through their fabulous follow-up forms, their hostess details forms, they're all in there. So each day of the month, you just open up, you say, what's the date today? Today's the 21st. I open up to number 21, and anyone that I need to follow up today, their paperwork will be in there. So can you see what I'm saying? Like, it's really easy. It's simple. And Christine's saying it's that little bit more edge, and Cheryl's saying I love this, and we're hearing woots from Stephanie, and I'm super excited about this. So make sure I show you all where you can go and download all of this for you to use as your resources. So your hostess details forms are tracking through that 1 to 31, and then you have the hostess tips form on the inside cover of that folder. You know why we do that, ladies and gentlemen? Every single time you go to pick up the phone to make a phone call to your hostess, you have the hostess tips form in front of you inside the folder. So you are never going to forget what to say or what to do to increase the number of guests that are showing up, which leads to more sales, more bookings, and more sponsoring. And that's what we all want, isn't it? Who wants more leads? Who wants more sales? Who wants more sponsors? Who wants more bookings? Because this is our goal to help you today. We want to help you to put all of these pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together and to learn how to never, ever run out of bookings again. Now, I was going to spend a little bit more time actually showing you through that 1 to 31 folder. So I will just bring that up on the screen just again for a minute. But Lynn, is there anything there that you'd like to add? I can see all the me's and the excitement's coming in. That's all what you want. So Lynn, do you want to add anything there while we go over to our screen share for here we go. We're back on webcam.
Yes, yeah, definitely. No, I'm super excited about this. I've been in direct sales for 26 years, and what I really love, I've seen a zillion different types of systems. What I really like about this, every time I do something, I ask myself the question, is this duplicatable? In other words, if I sponsor somebody, am I going to be able to have a system that they can just, use immediately, is a very low cost or no cost? They don't need technology. They don't need batteries. They don't need to charge anything. And it's portable. So that's what I love about it is, we have more than enough technology these days, right? But sometimes what's old is new. And I love that it's very simplified, very back to basics, that any brand new consultant can take it and start it immediately. And just imagine what your team is going to look like when you start doing this. But then more importantly, right, you then teach somebody else how to do it. And they're not going to know any better. They're just going to think that this is the way that I grow my business. And so what I really am excited about is 6 months from now, right? Now's the perfect time to start. It's summertime. It's a great time to kind of take stock of your business and really focus on customer service to get ready for your coming seasonal, fall holiday line. So just imagine what your business is going to look like January 1, 2017, when you start this right now. So thank you, Mel. I love that we don't really need a computer or any kind of technology. It's portable. We can take it on the go. And most importantly, duplicatable. So everything you're doing in your direct sales business, it's got to be duplicatable so that you can sponsor somebody and they can just do it immediately.
Absolutely, Lynn, because that's exactly what I did with my parties. I would, pack all of my kit in the car and off I'd go for a day of parties. I would throw my 1 to 31 folder in there, especially if I had a gap in between parties. So if I had one on a Saturday afternoon and then another one starting at nighttime, but I had like 30 to 60 minutes free, I'd open up my 1 to 31 folder and I'd go to today's date and I'd find out, who do I need to make phone calls to that I haven't been able to catch up with yet? And I'm just going to make a few quick phone calls on the fly right here. So the good news is that all of these forms, so here we are. These are the ones we've looked at today. We've got the Hostess Tips form. We've got the Hostess Details form. We've got our brand new, just for Lynn and all you visionistas, the Fabulous Follow-Up form. That's forever going to be Lynn's fabulous form now. And the party results form. These are all ready for you to download right now so that you can use. And look, I was going to take you through the 1 to 31 and give you a bit more of a practical demonstration, but what I've done is I've uploaded a video training that is in real absolute detail that takes you through an awesome presentation of that. So let me show you we can get all of this. Does that sound good, Lynn? And then we can take some questions and have a bit of a chat towards the end. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, so here we go. Make sure you see my slides moving. I'm having a little bit of a shocker with that today, aren't I? So what's inside this fabulous follow-up training pack special offer, and where do you get it? So you get it at partyplan123.com/fab. But an even easier place to get it is in your chat roll offer tab. Right now you'll see that bright yellow icon that says special offer and free gift. Click below. So what you do is you click on the little orange button which says click here for 60 days totally free offer. I've never ever done this before, Lynn. So you are so special. Yeah, you are so special. You're getting all these brand new ideas today. So everyone, let's open this up together right now. Can you go and click on that bright orange button that says click for 60 days totally free here? It's going to open up a new tab for you. And everyone who gets access to this free training offer and all these download forms today, we're putting you all in a prize draw. And we will draw that prize winner at the end of the webinar, a $1,000 training pack giveaway, how to book parties without being pushy. And Lynn, I've remembered that you are going to give away your book yet as well. So we've got to do that. So Mel, this all looks great, but how much does it cost? Well, you know what? It's my favorite price. We've made this free. So I do really need to explain this. I want to make sure that I've made this really easy to understand and clear for you, because this is $0 for the next 60 days. And this truly, truly is no obligation. You can stop this anytime you want to. You can stop it at the end of your free trial, and you don't even have to pay a single cent. I'm totally fine with that. I just want to make sure I'm explaining to you what is inside this fabulous follow-up training pack for you. So you get all the resource forms from today, all the ones that I just held up on the screen, the Hostess Tips form, the fabulous follow-up form, Hostess Details, and the party results form. So they're created for you to actually download and you just print these off all the time. You're going to need heaps of them because you're going to have so many hostesses. You're going to have so many customers. You need to be using these all the time. You're going to need lots and lots and lots of them. So they're all there for you to download, save on your own computer, print them off and use them. That's what I want you to do. You also get the life cycle of a hostess form. Now, this is what we didn't have time to go through today. So what I've done is I've created a video that I've put inside of this member only training section where I talk you through these 16 steps of the life cycle of a hostess. And I actually show you an example of the life cycle of a hostess. It's me actually walking you through the 1 to 31, all the 5 P's of hostess coaching, all the admin, all the follow-up, it's all in there. So it's a complete, this is, I had a bit of a chuckle to myself, Lynn, because I watched this video last night to make sure it was appropriate for this training, and I forgot how good it was. Like, it's just so practical. You honestly, everyone's going to love this. So visionistas, jump in there, because that's actually goes for about 15 or 17 minutes, and it's me giving you an entire example of the life cycle of a hostess. And then I thought, okay, well, that's a good overview, but they're going to need a little bit more help on the detail. So I've also given you a whole video that talks you through the first step of hostess coaching, which is going through the party pack. Can you see that photo on the screen? Like, that's me sitting in the office doing an example and showing you how to talk your hostess through a party pack. What goes in there? Why do we do it? What happens when we get objections? It's all covered for you. Then I thought, okay, we need to give them some more help, because then they're going to need to know, all these visionistas need to know how to make the phone call number 1. So we've given you a demo for that one as well. So there's a video demonstration on how to make the first phone call for a hostess, which is a very easy one. But then there's a second video phone call demonstration. So can you see me in the picture there where I'm holding up the folder, and it's got the hostess tips form pasted on the inside of the 1 to 31 folder? That's the folder where I'm actually showing you, okay, on, you know, the 21st of June, we open up the folder, our hostess tips form is right there in front of us, so we will not forget what to say to the hostess. And then all of her hostess details are there because it's on the hostess details form. And it's easy. We make the phone call, we have a bright and bubbly little chat, we tick it off on our systems tracker, and we move on to the next one. So are you loving how easy that is, Lynn? Is that nice?
I am. Yeah, I love.
Yep.
I love how you actually, you know, are showing and not just telling, because I think people need to see it. They need to see the verbiage and see how you're using it. So that is really, really valuable for everybody watching.
Yeah. So what we've done, and by the way, you get all these slides too. So that's why I said before, don't stress, because I mucked up a little bit with the slides, because it's all in there for you. Okay. So, big one. Okay. This is the main training that we've added in for you. So this is where I really want to make sure that I've helped you to understand the value that's in this. So the massive bonus that we've done for the visionistas today is we've given you a 60-day free trial of the Daily Dose video training membership. So this is short videos that you get access to every single day, and they're new videos every single day. And you know what is perfect timing with this, Lynn, is that we are about to take our Daily Dose video members through a series that's called How to Get Bookings When You Have None. It actually starts tomorrow. How to get bookings when you have none. So it means that all you visionistas are going to get that 30-day training on the topic of how to get bookings when you have none as well. So it's the Daily Dose video program. So you're getting 60 days for free, and then it is your choice if you continue on. So the way it normally works is it's a video subscription membership program, and it is normally $17.95 per month in Australian dollars. Now, Australian dollars converts to less in US. So that would be roughly about, you know, call it roughly $15 or even a little bit less in US. And so you get 2 months access for free. If you want to keep going, you can. If you want to cancel it, all you need to do is send me an email and just let me know that you want it to be stopped. There is no contract, no obligation. You can stop it at any time. So the whole pack that we've done for you as visionistas is 60 days free trial of the Daily Dose of video training. You get all the resource forms to go and download right now today so that you can create systems for success and save time in your direct sales business. You get all those videos on the life cycle of a hostess, plus the hostess coaching demonstrations. And you get these slides so that you can use that as a tool for training systems to create success. So it's my pleasure to offer that to you, Lynn. What would you like to do next? Do you want to open up for some questions and then do the prize draw?
Yeah, actually, we're gonna announce the prize draw later because I have to go I'm going to use random.org and pick a random number and then go and look at the sign up list and assign the random number to that number person that signed up. So why don't we do that, within the next hour, and everybody can check our Facebook page to see who won the signed copy of the book.
That sounds good. So you're talking about using that for your book giveaway. Is that right?
Yes. So obviously you can go ahead and do your prize draws if you are ready to go with that.
Who have we got there? Just type into the chat roll if you're still wanting to get in, because yes, you get it all for free. So I just want to clarify again, you're getting all of this for free today, everyone. You've got 60 days access completely for free, and then it's up to you if you want to keep going. If you don't want to keep going, just send me an email and we will stop it. So I can see that we've got lots and lots of you that have already got that offer, but is there anyone else who is still trying to get in before we do the prize draw? So that's my question. If you're still trying to get in, then please do type into the chat box there so that we know to wait for you a little bit longer. And I'm just checking Jackie's in, Belinda's getting in now. Stephanie's signed up. Yep, you're going to love it. So you get the daily dose training for the next 30 days. It's a series on how to get bookings without having any as well. So how to get bookings when you have none. So that's just kind of like a little bit of good timing that you get that. And then those videos just keep coming out to you all the time with all different topics. Lynn, have I missed questions about the training content here today? Do you know if I've got questions to help people out with?
No, I think we're good. I've been following along pretty well. If anyone has questions, obviously now's a great time to ask. It looks like everybody's pretty excited about it. I think you did a great job of really going through everything that you've created here. I'm really excited about your fabulous form. I mean, that is just so great how you break it down right to how to find the birthday out.
The fabulous follow-up form. Yeah, actually, we still do have new members getting in. I think April and Kim, you are in now. I think I might have seen, is it Alana or someone starting with the IL name is saying I'm still trying to get in. So look, I'm going to stay here for maybe another 5 minutes yet, and we'll see if we've got anyone else still trying to jump in. Have you got any questions that I can help you out with? Well, for anyone who's there right now, is there anything I can help you with? While you've got Lynn and I here, make the most of this opportunity. How can we help you in your direct sales business right now? Anyone else want to ask a question before we go offline for today? And I'm doing a scroll through all our chat roll here. And I just want to make sure we haven't missed anything.
April is saying it's the best webinar she's been to. So thank you, Mel.
Thanks, April. Look, honestly, Lynn and I, we both just train in very practical ways. Everything that we train is things that we know can help you and be easy for you to implement. It's all about getting fast and proven results in your business. And that's exactly what Lynn and I love to do. Replay. Yep, we'll do a replay. Lynn, do you think, roughly about 10 days for a replay? Does that sound good?
Yeah, I think that's great, especially, in the U.S., that'll wrap us up to the end of the month, and then we're heading into our big 4th of July holiday. So I think that will be perfect. Bonnie's asking the best tips for turning a hostess into a recruit. And I do have a couple tips I can give you there, Bonnie. So thank you, Belinda. Thanks, saying it's been great. She's watched both of our trainings. So and Belinda got signed up. Yay. All right. So, this is for everybody watching. I'm actually doing a sponsoring blitz, a 10-day sponsoring blitz right now with my Party Light team. And so the best way, we kind of said earlier, actually, everything Mel said, that's how you sponsor somebody. It's really building that relationship. When people get to know you and like you and trust you is when they're going to say yes, no matter what you're offering, right? And so sponsoring, it takes a little bit more of belief building, because the number one reason people don't start, why? They don't believe in themselves, right? It's more about fear fear of failure, fear of success, lack of confidence. That's really what holds people back. And so as soon as someone books a party, the whole time you're hostess coaching, you want to be building up that hostess. So drop little compliments like, oh my gosh, you did such an incredible job of getting people to the party. You would really be awesome at what I do. You know, little compliments that you drop along the way before you get to the party. That's really key. You can't just show up to a party, whether it be an online party or a home party, and say, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? And never, ever, ever mention it to her before that point. So every part of your communication, even a Facebook post, whatever it is. For example, I had a hostess that was tagging everyone and telling them to come to the party. She was basically doing my job. She was awesome. And so I complimented her and I said, oh my gosh, you are already doing everything that I do, like times 10. And you could be making money out of it instead of getting free products. Have you ever thought about it? And so it just comes off as real authentic. And especially if you're doing it along the way and not just waiting to the moment she has her party and mention it then. You've got to be dropping those little seeds, those little sponsoring seeds. More importantly, really building her belief that she can do it. So if I, drop a little postcard in the mail, there's always going to be a little sticker on it that says you would be great at what I do, or, you're a rock star. So really getting those yeses has more to do with building confidence and belief than anything else you're doing. You build people up, and that will make it really easy for them to say yes.
Absolutely. And I have a very simple little tip there too, is just to simply offer the opportunity of the generous income to everyone. We can offer the opportunity to them and let them choose to say yes or no. As long as we offer the opportunity, because so many times we do a party and we might talk about it in front of everyone to the group in a group setting, but are we really touching base with each and every party guest one-on-one and saying to them something like, hey, have you ever thought of doing what I do? Can you see something like this generous income opportunity being a benefit for you? Would you like to know a little bit more? And you just give them the opportunity. Offer your generous income opportunity and let them decide. They'll let you know, yes, no, maybe, but do use the party results form that you can see on the screen there right now in the bottom right-hand corner. Have that on your clipboard when you're at the party, and as you go to finish that person's order, that's a little reminder to yourself. Have I really offered everything to this person? Have I talked to them one-on-one, and have I offered the generous income opportunity to join my team, which is the recruiting column? You tick at the end if you've done that. Have I really offered them the free products by saying yes to becoming my next hostess? Have I done that? If I have, yes, tick it off. And did they purchase? If they have, then you can keep track of the sales for the hostess by tallying up and writing the amount in the right-hand column there that you can see. Okay, so Lynn, there are still, let me just do a little, we actually still have more people jumping into the free offer and the download. So Jody, yes, you are in now as well. Sherry, Linda, Belinda. This is something that really, I guess my best suggestion is everyone should be taking up that opportunity today, because this is totally free for 60 days. And then it's up to you. You can get in there, test it out. And then if you don't want it anymore, all you do is send me an email to melanie@partyplan123.com and we can stop it for you from there. So really, this is for everyone. So Lynn's going to run her prize draw for her book giveaway and announce it on her Facebook page. So Lynn, do you want to post your link in there just to make sure everyone's got your Facebook page?
Sure. Yeah, that's a great idea. And just real quick, Leslie is asking, now that she's ordered it, how does she access it?
So Leslie, you should now have, and can everyone help me test this out, because this is so brand new. I'm like, seriously, I've been finishing this off for you today, about 1 hour before the webinar started. So Leslie, what you should have is now an email from me, which is a welcome email, something that says confirmed. It'll say confirmed for Fabulous follow-up systems. And that will give you access to a member only area that has a password in it for you. So please do, ladies and gentlemen, as our new members, if anything is not working properly, can you please help me test this out and let me know? Because it's just been made for you today. So I need to make sure that everything is working. So you get a member password, then you log in, and this training is in 2 tabs. Once you log into the member area, there's one tab that's called Fabulous Follow-Up, and there's another tab that's called the Daily Dose. So the Fabulous Follow-Up is going to have all these forms and the training in more detail of what we've talked about today. The Daily Dose is where you get new videos every day for as long as you want to stay a member. But the next series is on the topic of how to get bookings when you have none. So I'll just post that special offer link into the chat roll there again, just in case anyone needs to click on it this way. So all you do is you click on that link that's showing up in the comments chat right now, fill in the form. So what it does, it will still ask you to enter in payment details so that if you continue after the 60-day trial, you can choose your payment option there. And the options you have are to either use credit card, which can be MasterCard or Visa. But sometimes if you're in another country, because I'm in Australia, sometimes your bank might put an international block on transactions from a credit card. If that happens for you, can you see that I've got a PayPal option in the bottom there as well? If you use PayPal and you're in a different country from me, it will work very smoothly. So that would be the best option if you're having any trouble there with your credit card. So Lynn, anything else you'd like me to add in before we finish up?
No, I think we're good.
I think we might both do our prize draw announcements on our Facebook pages. Do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Because I still have to pick it.
I know. Well, I've got to pick it too. See, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to random.org and do our prize draw. Yep, I can see. I think that might be Wayne that's just got in there as well. So there's still people coming in. Yeah, so I don't want anyone to miss out.
Yeah, I was going to say that way we can kind of give everybody, 10 or 15 minutes to get in. There might be a little traffic jam, everybody trying to do it at once. And so check back, I would say, what do you think? Like in about 30 minutes on our Facebook page, and we'll pin it to the we'll pin it to the top so it's easy to find.
Yeah, I think so. Look, here's my email. So what I'll do is I'll log off. Sorry, I'm looking down at my keyboard, but that's my email address. So once we log off live, I'll be watching my email and I'll watch the Facebook. And then within the next 30 to 60 minutes, I'll do our big announcement of our prize there for our winner today. Wow, this has been great, Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. Thanks for creating this. I know that this is a brand new, the whole system that you put together. So I really appreciate it.
Oh, and actually, I do need to just let you know, with the videos that have gone into this for you today, how many videos was it? 4 videos that have gone into it. They are part of our bigger course that's called the Roadmap to Party Plan Success. So I just did want to have full disclosure and let everyone know that the 4 videos that you've got in this free training pack today, they're 4 videos that are a part of a big system that's like 47 videos. So if there's little tiny comments here and there that you're kind of going, why is she talking about module 3 and module 4 or whatever, that's why. So I have put information about that on the page just to try and make it easy to understand. But yeah, it just helps you to put all those little pieces of the jigsaw puzzle again together. If you do want to get the bigger and the better training, everyone, we've made a way that you can do that. So as you're saying yes to the free offer today, it will take you to a page that then shows you a thank you page where you can upgrade to the Roadmap to Party Plan Success. And you can choose the online version there, and then the next thank you page is if you want to get the physical pack, like the CDs and everything posted out, all these kind of doodahs, see all the videos and everything inside. So that's just on your thank you pages. So if anyone wants to know how to get that, just email me, let me know, and we'll organise that for you. So thanks, Lynn. I think we might call that a wrap for today.
I think it's a wrap. Thanks, everyone.
My pleasure to be here with Lynn Bardowski. I've got to say it the right way. The $1 Million Party Girl.
That's right. You got it.
Lynn always says that with a lot of excitement. $1 Million Party Girl. And it's great to see all the Visionistas. So do continue on. I'd love to help you out more with training. Lynn, we've got to get you in our calendar, have you to come back and help us out for Party Plan 1, 2, 3. What are you going to do to me? I can see you've pulled up the app. You're going to put funny faces on me. Round of applause. God, do some funny little, give me a princess friend.
Oh, you want to do some of our headgear?
We need some emoji. Oh, I love that. Oh, have I got to do my own?
Yeah, you're like the queen of never, ever, ever running out of bookings. So you need the hat. You need the crown.
Here we go. I have loved being here with you today. It's been amazing. And I now know that each and every one of you can be Party Plan angels and never ever run out of bookings again, so that you can create the lifestyle you really dream of for you and your family. So thanks, Lynn. We'll see you again soon at Party Plan 1, 2, 3. A big wave and a shout out to all of our Visionistas. Oh, we're doing birthday celebrations now. And
yes, we graduated.
Next time.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, replay's going out. The replay will be there for about 10 days, and in about 30 to 60 minutes, I will run our prize draw and do that on Facebook. And I'll also keep our chat roll open so that I can help you out there in the chat roll too. Bye.
All right, guys. All right, we'll post the winners later. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.